Austin, Texas, where the weather right now as we record is pretty nice, very comfortable compared to some of our weather back in Minnesota. And our broadcast this time from the American Farm Bureau National Convention. We're with Ruth Merrick. Ruth is with the Foundation, Minnesota Farmers Farm Bureau. Got to get all those words straight. And Ruth, we wanted to catch up a little bit. You guys were part of a very special award that Minnesota Farm Bureau was honored with. And let's talk about the Horizon Award.
Yes, Minnesota received the Horizon Award yesterday. It was a surprise. It is an application that we do apply for, but we're always in tough competition against other states. We were one of 6 given out in the nation, and it's 4 programs that are the most innovative over the past 2 years.
Okay, let's talk about the program we had. I know it ties in with opioids.
It does. So the Minnesota Farm Bureau has been very involved in working with opiates, and really we've developed a program called the Opiate Crisis in Rural America. So our efforts have really been a comprehensive program that really has multiple facets to teach people about opiate awareness, how to dispose of prescription medicines in a safe and environmentally safe manner, as well as trying to break down the stereotypes and the stigma that's associated with an addiction.
There's a website where folks can find out more information we should mention.
Yes, it's farmtownstrong.org, and that's farmstrong.org, and it is a lot of information if anyone is looking for resources.
Farmtown Strong, correct?
That is correct.
All right, farmtownstrong.org. One other thing I wanted to bring back a little bit, you've had a lot of work with the Rural Resiliency Program. Ties into people, mental stress and so forth, and we've had challenges out there. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, we all know that farmers are facing some tough times and challenging times, especially with the rain and what has happened with trade issues. And we know that having conversations with individuals, and again, when we talk about rural resiliency, we're talking about mental health. We know that farmers are resilient, so that's why we call it rural resiliency. We know that we need to have conversations. We need to know that we need to check on people that we are concerned about. And so the Minnesota Farm Bureau has been doing outreach. Our Minnesota Department of Ag has done a fantastic job. We're going to continue to have conversations where, again, break down that stereotype and stigma that's associated with mental health issues. Our job is to keep our farms and our families and our rural communities safe, and we know at Farm Bureau that we can do that by creating programs and working with partners out there that are already reaching out.
If folks want more information, again, we mentioned the Farmtown Strong before, but if they want to get more information directly from you or Minnesota Farm Bureau, who do they contact, and what's the way to do it?
They certainly can contact me, and you can find my contact information at fbmn.org. Again, that's fbmn.org. That's the Farm Bureau website. But I would certainly reach out to the Department of Agriculture, too. They have a lot of information as well.
Ruth, your position again with Minnesota Farm Bureau is?
I'm the Minnesota Farm Bureau Foundation Director.
All right, Ruth Merrick is with us. We're here in Austin, Texas, where the weather's been good. It's been pleasant to be here, a little bit warmer than it is back in Minnesota.
It is absolutely gorgeous here. I'm sorry, Minnesota friends back home. It's a great time to be in Austin.
All right, Ruth, thanks for your time.
All right, thank you.
That's going to wrap it up from Austin, Texas, Minnesota coverage here on the Ingstead, Minnesota Radio Network.